We're all taught the same old rules. Watch the carbs, count the calories, fear the sugar. But what if the real keys to your energy and health are hiding in the natural cycles your body performs every single day, or in something as simple as a glass of water? We get so caught up in what's on our plate that we miss the bigger picture. Your body is an incredible machine, constantly working to create energy and keep things in balance. It's a complex dance of hormones and hidden factors most of us are never told about. So in this video, we're looking beyond the food. We're pulling back the curtain on the invisible truths of how your body really manages energy. We'll show you how things you do every day without a second thought are secretly steering your blood sugar. And you'll want to stick around because the last secret we reveal is a total game changer for the way you hydrate. But here's the shocking truth your doctor never told you about what happens while you sleep, and why your morning blood sugar reading might be lying to you about your real health. Have you ever woken up, tested your blood sugar, and found it's higher than when you went to bed, even though you didn't eat a thing? You probably blamed yourself, but the real culprit is a completely natural process called the dawn phenomenon. While you're dreaming away, usually between 2 a.m. and 8 a.m., your body is already starting its engines for the day. It sends out a wave of hormones like cortisol and growth hormone that tell your liver, hey, we need some energy. So, your liver releases some glucose to get you going. For someone with a balanced system, the pancreas just adds a little extra insulin to the mix and everything stays stable. But for a lot of people, especially if you have insulin resistance, your body can't quite keep up with that morning hormonal wave. The result? A frustrating spike in blood sugar first thing in the morning. This isn't you failing, it's a fascinating window into your body's internal clock. It's proof that blood sugar is about so much more than your last meal. It's about a 24/7 cycle that's been running your whole life. What I'm about to reveal will change how you think about stress forever, because your mind is secretly sabotaging your blood sugar in ways that would shock even your doctor. We like to draw a line between mental stress and physical health, but your body doesn't see a difference. When you're stressed out, from work, from family, or even from something as simple as a bad sunburn, your body flips the fight or flight switch. This floods your system with stress hormones, especially cortisol. Cortisol's main job is to give you a quick energy boost to handle whatever threat is coming your way, and it does that by ordering your liver to dump glucose straight into your bloodstream. In an emergency, that's a lifesaver, but when the stress is chronic, you're left with constantly high cortisol and blood sugar that just won't budge. Tied directly to stress is its mischievous cousin, sleep, or rather, the lack of it. A poor night's sleep is a massive stressor on your body. Just one bad night can make your cells more resistant to insulin the very next day. Over time, never getting enough sleep can seriously mess with your metabolism. Research has shown that people who consistently sleep less have a much higher risk of developing metabolic problems. Losing sleep throws off the rhythm of your hormones, which can lead to higher levels of fatty acids in your blood. This makes it harder for insulin to do its job properly, so while you may just feel groggy, on the inside, your body is struggling to use its fuel. A good night's sleep isn't a luxury, it's one of the most powerful things you can do for your blood sugar. Get ready, because the next myth could be sabotaging your blood sugar every single day, and it's something health gurus have been getting wrong for years. The logic seems simple enough: fewer meals, fewer calories. But your body's reaction is way more complicated and, honestly, a little witty. Skipping breakfast can actually set you up for bigger blood sugar roller coasters later on. Here's what happens. When you go too long without eating, your body starts tapping into its stored glucose to keep things running, but that long fast can also make the insulin-producing cells in your pancreas a bit lazy. One study on people with type 2 diabetes was pretty shocking. When they skipped breakfast, their blood sugar spike after lunch was 37% higher than on days they ate breakfast. Even their dinner spike was 27% higher. Researchers think that long fasts basically put these cells into a deep sleep, and they can't wake up fast enough to handle the food when you finally eat. This means you get a much bigger, longer-lasting sugar spike. So that healthy choice to skip a meal can totally backfire, putting more strain on your system for the rest of the day. It just goes to show when you eat can be just as important as what you eat. We're about to get into our last two secrets, including that hydration tip that might just blow your mind. If you're finding this useful and it's making you think differently about your health, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're all about sharing science-backed insights that you can actually use, and you won't want to miss what we have coming up. Hold on! Because what I'm about to share about artificial sweeteners will make you question everything the food industry has been telling you for decades. They're sold as the perfect, free pass. All the sweetness with none of the calories or sugar. And in the moment, that's pretty much true. An artificial sweetener doesn't raise your blood sugar on its own because your body doesn't really process it. But the long-term story is where things get really fascinating. New research is pointing a big magnifying glass at our gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria that live in our digestive tract. Some studies suggest that certain sweeteners like saccharin and sucralose can change the balance of these bacteria, and those changes in your gut might over time lead to your body not handling real sugar as well as it used to. Now, to be clear, the science here is still evolving. We have some studies in animals and a mix of results from human studies. What this secret really tells us is that nothing in the body works in isolation. Something that seems like a harmless swap could have ripple effects on the complex ecosystem inside of us. It's a good reminder that there are no easy shortcuts, and even zero-calorie foods can have biological effects we're just starting to understand. But the most powerful secret is still coming, and it involves something so simple you probably did it this morning without thinking twice, yet it could be the key to transforming your blood sugar forever. This is so much more than just being told to drink up. Being dehydrated can directly cause your blood sugar to become more concentrated. Think of your blood like a glass of iced tea. The glucose is the sugar dissolved in it. If you let half the water evaporate, you haven't added more sugar, but the tea that's left is way more sweet and concentrated, right? The exact same thing happens in your blood. When you're dehydrated, you have less fluid, so the glucose you already have becomes more concentrated. Even being just a little dehydrated can be enough to cause your blood sugar reading to tick upwards. For people already dealing with high blood sugar, this can create a vicious cycle. High blood sugar makes you have to pee more as your body tries to flush out the extra glucose. But that makes you more dehydrated, which concentrates your blood sugar even more. See the problem? Staying hydrated helps your kidneys do their job of filtering out excess sugar and keeps your whole system running smoothly. Some studies even link higher water intake with a lower risk of developing high blood sugar in the first place. This is the secret that gives you power every single day. Before you stress about the perfect diet, ask yourself a simple question. Am I drinking enough water? It might be the most fundamental tool you have. So let's pull it all together. We've learned that your blood sugar isn't just about the food you eat. It's driven by the dawn phenomenon that gives you a natural energy boost every morning. It's steered by your stress and your sleep, which can change your hormones on a dime. We now know that skipping breakfast can accidentally lead to bigger sugar spikes all day long, and that the story on artificial sweeteners is more complicated than we thought. And finally, we've seen how staying hydrated is an absolute game changer, since dehydration literally concentrates the sugar in your blood. The real secret is this: you have so much more influence over your health than you've been led to believe. It's not about being perfect, it's about understanding how all these different parts of your life connect. When you manage your stress, prioritize sleep, eat regularly, and stay hydrated, you're working with your body. You're looking beyond the plate to see the whole incredible story of your health. If this video opened your eyes, please share it with someone you think could use it, and drop a comment below letting me know which secret surprised you the most. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into your health. Now go take this knowledge and take back control.